Welcome to Intelligence Gateway.
JavaScript Course Lecture 5. In this lecture, we will learn about DOM manipulation and events. Introduction to the Document Object Model DOM selecting and manipulating DOM elements. Event handling and event listeners. Commonly used events: click, submit, keepers, modifying HTML and CSS dynamical accomplice. Introduction to the Document Object Model DOM. Welcome to our presentation on the Document Object Model, or DOM for short. The DOM is an essential concept in web development, as it allows us to interact with and modify the content of a web page using JavaScript. By understanding the DOM, you'll be able to create more dynamic and engaging websites that respond to user input and provide a better user experience. Selecting and manipulating DOM elements in web development. Selecting and manipulating DOM elements is a crucial skill to have by using JavaScript. You can easily access and modify the content of a web page in real time. To select an element, you can use the document.querySelector method, which allows you to search for elements based on their CSS selectors. Once you've selected an element, you can manipulate its properties using JavaScript. For example, you can change the text content of an element using the innertmal property or modify its style using the style property. These are just a few examples of how you can manipulate DOM elements using JavaScript. With a little bit of practice, you'll be able to create dynamic and interactive web pages that respond to user input. Commonly used events: click, submit, keepers. When it comes to web development, there are a few events that you'll use over and over again. These events include click, submit, and keepers, and they allow you to create dynamic and interactive websites that respond to user input. The click event is triggered when a user clicks on an element, such as a button or a link. You can use JavaScript to add functionality to this event, such as displaying a message or navigating to a new page. Similarly, the submit event is triggered when a user submits a form, and you can use it to validate user input before submitting the form data to a server. Finally, the keepers event is triggered when a user presses a key on their keyboard, and you can use it to capture user input and perform actions based on that input. Modifying HTML and CSS dynamically. One of the most exciting aspects of web development is the ability to modify HTML and CSS dynamically using JavaScript. This means that you can create truly interactive and engaging websites that respond to user input and provide a unique experience for each visitor. There are many techniques for modifying HTML and CSS dynamically, but one of the most common is to use the Document Object Model DOM. With the DOM, you can access and manipulate individual elements on a web page, change their properties, and even create new elements from scratch. Conclusion. In conclusion, the Document Object Model DOM is a crucial concept in web development that allows us to interact with HTML and CSS. Understanding how to manipulate DOM elements using JavaScript is essential for creating dynamic and engaging websites. Event handling and event listeners are also important tools in web development, allowing us to respond to user actions and create interactive experiences. By knowing how to implement commonly used events like click, submit, and keepers, we can create more intuitive and user-friendly interfaces. Finally, modifying HTML and CSS dynamically using JavaScript is a powerful technique that can greatly enhance the user experience of a website by making changes to the page in real time. Based on user input or other factors, we can create more engaging and immersive experiences for our users.
Thanks for watching. For more information, like, comment, and subscribe our channel.